Hello, my name is Danielle. Welcome to Eden Gardens. I'm here to talk to you about some things that you can do in your garden for winter. Winter is a great time to get the garden cleaned up. Everything stopped growing, we can finally take a bit of a breath. Winter pruning is probably the biggest thing that people like to do in their garden. There's the pruning of deciduous shrubs like roses and all your deciduous trees when you can finally see them without their leaves and they're nice and bare, and you can take out old wood or dead branches or reduce their height. And another thing that people have got a lot in their gardens is salvias. And salvias, I've got one here that has already been pruned. Salvias are tall, kind of great. They look beautiful through summer and autumn, lots of flowers, and then they start to look a little bit scrappy. And so basically, you can see here, we just take them down and they've got lots of little new shoots growing at the bottom. And this is common for lots of winter growing perennials. And when you start to see those new little shoots at the bottom and all the foliage starting to get scrappy and brown, that's when you know to take it out. For that, you'll just need something like these Wolf Garden secateurs. They're nice and strong and they last a long time and they'll do the job. We've got plenty of those at Eden Gardens for sale. While it's in this state, another thing you can do, this is the Salvia lumanii, Mexican salvia. Comes in lots of different colours, but it self-layers, as with lots of the winter plants. So you can actually dig a little piece out, you can cut it in half with your shovel and plant some extra ones in the garden. When you're looking at the trees, something like these big loppers will come in handy. We also have them in Wolf Garden and they're aluminium handles, so they're nice and light. Another thing that's nice for winter is just brightening it up with some extra winter colour. So behind me I have a selection of plants that are really nice and bright for winter, and they'll keep flowering and they'll look good all the way through. This beautiful cineraria likes a dappled shade position, and it just gets an absolute abundance of flowers. It stays kind of a medium to small height. Comes in all different tones of pinks and stunning blues. You don't really get much that will colour the same as the cineraria. As long as you give them plenty of moisture and organics is the main thing for them. And the pansies as well. There's the pansies in the large face or the violas in the small faces. Beautiful bright colours. We can have them in small potted colour pots. We also sell it in these baskets. So if you're not willing to wait for a little plant to slowly get bigger, you can just get an instant effect. And they come in lots of beautiful colours as well. You really can't go past something to cheer you up, like some winter flowers. The other thing that people love at the moment, one of our hot sellers, is the ornamental cabbage. And they come in beautiful, bright, just for their foliage. They get bigger and bigger. All of these things will last into the end of spring until it gets hot. So it's not just going to be through winter, but it's going to keep going. And the marigolds. Marigolds will keep flowering for a whole year. They'll even go through the summer. They'll go until they just get too old and they stop producing as well. One of the issues with some of these things is caterpillars. The caterpillars don't stop through winter, they keep going, especially on the ornamental cabbages. One of your winter essentials is getting this caterpillar spray. Pyrethrum, it's really easy to use, mixed up. You see the little caterpillars and you can just spray the foliage. They're usually sitting underneath the leaves. It's so easy to use. It will get thrips, any other little insects that you're seeing. You can just have it handy somewhere in your little garden shed and just spray it when you see it does lots of different bugs. If you've got lots of caterpillars, this is a bioinsecticide. So it's also completely non-toxic, easy to use. It won't kill anything in the garden except for caterpillars, which is handy when you're wanting to look after your birds and your insects that are beneficial in the garden that eat caterpillars, and you don't want to affect that because a healthy garden will control pests as well, but they just might need a bit of extra help, especially in the cabbages. And coming back to the marigolds, they also repel insects. So that's another benefit of them, and people put them in their ornamental gardens and their vegetable gardens, and they repel the cabbage moth butterfly, which can affect the cabbages. So So there's lots of things you can do that's really non-toxic that will help your winter garden thrive. Okay, so there's lots of reasons to get out into your garden in winter, whether it's pruning the deciduous trees, getting your roses in shape, getting the salvias cut back, putting some colour in, and getting out in the sunshine and enjoying these beautiful winter days. If you need any help, we're always here to help you at Eden Gardens. Hope to see you soon. Bye.